LinkedIn profile mini audit. Let's go. Today we are looking at Eagranie's LinkedIn profile. I'm actually really excited. I took a peek through before I started this audit and it's a good profile as it is. So let's dive in. Nevertheless, I'm sure I will find something to nitpick. All right. Okay. So starting from the top, I promise I said I really like this profile, but the banner. I feel like every single one of these audits, I'm just complaining about people's banners. But really, the banner needs to pique curiosity and it cannot repeat information that's already on your profile unless it's represented in some kind of really new and compelling way that gets people to keep scrolling down the profile. So I would experiment with a banner that is more unique, something that is more curiosity inducing, and maybe something funny, something unexpected. There's some really nice little gems in your profile. I would put some of that in your banner. So I'll give you that as a little bit of a foreshadowing. So next one is the headline. I turn complex ideas into accessible, engaging stories. B2B content marketing, white papers, case studies, podcasts. I like it. I think it's really good. I think it's honestly better than 90% of headlines out there. But I also wonder, who is it for? So B2B content marketing, but is it certain industries? Is it certain types of companies? Who should be reading this headline and thinking like, oh, that's me, I need to keep reading this profile? That's kind of like the goal with the headline. And also with the banner, people need to think like, okay, that I'm in the right place, right? And in order to know that they're in the right place, you need to be specific about what you do. But it's good. Yeah, I think the stories is a little bit. I think you're maybe like talking about like the case studies. I don't mind the stories. It feels a little bit vague, but I think you can get away with it because you have more detail here. At this point, I'm really just nitpicking. Okay, so providing services. This is great, super important for service providers. LinkedIn is pushing this in the search results. So this people also viewed setting. I would turn this off because this is a lot of your competitors. You don't want people getting distracted when they're on your profile. It's like a landing page. This is a setting that you really quickly turn off. If you're not sure where to find it, just ping me. I have a TikTok video on it. I can send it to you. Excuse me, but yeah, I would say turn that off. Going down to the featured section, I was actually scrolling through it before. I really like it. I think there's some really nice posts in here. There's mixed media, which I like. You have 2 links and 2 posts. I wonder with this link though, ghost written advertorial for Accenture in The Economist. Does that mean that you ghost wrote for Accenture? I think I'm intrigued and I would be curious to get a little more clarity on what is this to really convince me, because right now I still haven't clicked. I was on your profile, but let's click now just to actually investigate. But and I guess here like I won't learn what it is, because if it's ghostwritten then obviously your name's not on it. So I think I'm curious, like, what does this mean? Because if it is some kind of ghostwriting by you, this is a credibility asset. I would then make that very, very clear so that people can check out your work and then hopefully hire you. And then I talked to very smart people about how to harness change. So not really sure what I actually went here. Is this your podcast? You spoke on the podcast, you did something with the podcast, produced the podcast. I would just get really clear on what that is so that people can click there and go check it out and they know what they're getting. You're posting content, you're getting some really good engagement. I think that's great. Showing up in the feed is super important. I've read your content too. It's good. All right, the about section. I really like this one. Starts with, what do James Bond, the home edit, and jigsaw puzzles have in common? I actually don't know what the home edit is, but honestly, it's a good enough hook. I get that it's some kind of like a little twist. They create order from chaos. I like that. I'm kind of like, like I wonder what, like, this is before the see more, right? So I'm kind of like, oh, I wonder what comes after that. And do you create order from chaos? I don't know. My curiosity is piqued. So very good hook. Now think about the chaos of content marketing. Yes, definitely hear you on that one. Tangled web that is a successful white paper, ebook, or case study. So really speaking to kind of that pain point. And also I would imagine this is maybe how your clients talk about their content marketing, right? Chaos, tangled web, all that kind of stuff. You need someone who can take complex ideas and explain them in accessible and gasp entertaining ways. I like that a lot. So yeah, you're really, I think obviously you're a writer. This is super entertaining. I would say just shorten the paragraphs because I worry about mobile and blocks of text. People are so allergic to them these days, especially when they're on the mobile, right? On LinkedIn. But yeah, so I like this part too. Spoiler alert, you need me. So it's kind of like a nice, like soft plug of yourself. It's like cheeky, but it's admirable. It's not pushy. When you talk about clients work with me, clients choose me, it kind of feels like you're missing a bit of social proof. Is there a nice quote, maybe some big companies that you've worked with? I know there's something big coming down at the top, at the bottom of the about section, but I always try to like push people to show social proof if they have any, unless they're very early in their business. Um, all right. Yeah, specialty. So I think it's good. Yeah. And then this part is very good. Ask me. And I like that there's like little asterisks connected. Ask me about the time I worked Jay-Z and Beyonce into a white paper about risk management. True story. This is just like, what? So honestly, really strong about section. I really like it. Just a few things to tighten up. My little pet peeve is company like experience section line items that don't have a company page. So if this is your business, I would honestly say just create a company page, add a little logo. It just looks a lot more professional. Is it going to make or break everything? No, but it just leaves a bit of a better impression. And I think it's just cleaner, adds a little bit of memorability. If there's like a nice logo, people can kind of it's more memorable, right? It's kind of like that branding and marketing. But yeah, no, it's very clear, lots of information. Again, if you can sprinkle in social proof, that'd be a plus. Other than that, I think it's honestly good. You have some recommendations. That's great. Try to get as many as possible from your clients. Maybe pull them into different parts of your profile. But yeah, overall, honestly, I'd say like very strong profile. So good job. Thanks for volunteering. I've really enjoyed this one.